Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kira's workshop. Mermay is here, and for today's video I teamed up with some of my fellow artists to create some mermaid dolls. But this is not your usual mermaid collaboration, it's an unconventional mermaid theme. So for this unconventional mermaid collab, I decided to go for a different type of water creature, an actual goddess to be more precise. If you're familiar to the Studio Ghibli movies, then you might know the story of Ponyo, a small magical goldfish with a strong desire to see even more of the world, and she turns human after being rescued by a boy named Sosuke. Today I'm making my own version of Ponyo's mother, Granmamare, Queen of the Ocean and Goddess of Mercy. For today's project I'm using an articulated Barbie doll, to have more human-like proportions. I prepared the doll by applying one coat of MSC, and draw the eye shapes off camera. Now, following my usual steps, I'm adding dimension to the face by contouring underneath the brow bone and the bridge of the nose. Later I'll contour the cheekbones, under the jawline, and the temples/hair. And to really make the features I contoured pop, I highlight with green pastel the jaw, the nose, but only between the eyes, and the tip. Of course, we can't forget to highlight under the eyes and the chin. Next, I'll draw with dark brown pencil the separation of the lips. Let's begin with her makeup. Granmamare rocks some purple eyeshadow, so I'm adding some pink pastel as a transition color, and off camera I'll draw her lips with hot pink. Next, I'll start darkening the eyeliner with dark brown. And with purple, I'll draw the eye crease. Continuing with the eyeshadow, I'm now adding some purple pastel. And to make more of a cat eyeshadow, I'm using some tape on the edges and continue packing up the color. For the brows, this time I'm making them thinner than I'm used to, because she has this anime-like style. I'm doing this with a thin brush and by mixing some pink and red pastel, and once finished, clean the shape with an eraser. Now it is time to really pop those eyes by lining them with black pencil. This time I'm making a teeny tiny wing liner. And to give some color under the eyes, I'm adding some pink pastel near the waterline. I really want to build up the eyeshadow by adding another layer, and also I'm reusing the tape. Now I'm drawing the pupils with a brown pencil. And since I want her to keep this deity vibe, I won't give her false lashes. And to be honest, I'm praying to the lash gods for this to look decent, since drawing lashes is not my forte. Using a light brown watercolor, I'm adding some light to the irises. And now, using a warm red pastel, I'm adding some blush to her cheekbones and forehead. Now time for the most satisfying part, fill the scleras with General's white chalk pastel. I just can't get over how pigmented this is. Off camera, I'll dust some pearlescent mica powder to give this queen some shine. To finish her face, I'm using black pastels to make the eyelid shadow, paint the catch lights, and add some purple chrome powder near the lacrimal. And with this, her face up is done. Now time for her clothes. For the top of the dress, I made these patterns that I cut out in white fabric, and off camera I close the bust darts. Now I'll begin putting all together by sewing the shoulders. And after that, sew the sleeves that I cut on tulle. I'll finish everything by closing the top from the sides. The dress won't be removable, so I decided to put a piece of ribbon around her waist, so that I can sew the skirt and the peplum together. I also decided to make the waistline of the skirts wider, so I don't need to cut the skirt to fit it on the doll, and give it a clean and seamless finish. Now it's time to put the top on, and everything starts to make sense now. I really love it. I have to close the top from the back, but if I do so, the cleavage will open more than I want to. So to avoid that, I pin down the front of the top on the skirt and I'll glue some rhinestones all over the cleavage. Once all the crystals are on, I can proceed to close the dress, and also sew the top and the skirt together. I'm using a ladder stitch to make it as seamless as possible. Now time for the accessories. As you may notice, I did a horrendous job gluing on the hair webs. And that part line is the most disgusting thing I've ever made. So to cover it up, I'll upgrade the golden hairband that Granmamare uses originally. For this, I made this braided wire band, and I'll pin it up on the head. Off camera, I made these red crystal earrings. I know they look very different from the original ones, but I feel like it's a good interpretation. And to cover up the hair, I found these tiny seashells that fit perfectly in scale, and I'll hot glue them directly on the parting. And finish it with another shell on top. It is time to add more rhinestones to make her necklace. Off camera, I glue on some tiny pearls on her hair, and I really love how they look. I also added some rhinestones to the sleeves because they were looking kinda boring, and I felt that the top was missing something, so I decided to glue on more pearls on it, keeping it very symmetrical of course, and I'm adding a golden nail art decoration to break the white a little bit. To wrap this up, I'm using Disney Elsa's blue sandals, but I'm leaving them as they are. And I'm really happy that they fit perfectly, and with this, our Queen of the Ocean is finally done. I've wanted to make this doll for a very long time, and I'm really happy with how she turned out. Yes, the dress is a little bit different and the hair is lighter, but this is somehow my own make it fashion interpretation of this gorgeous queen. But wait, this is not over. As I mentioned before, this is a collaboration, so make sure to run and watch the rest of the videos. I had a blast working along Enchanterium, Harley's Dollhouse, the Hatter Dolls, Jackie O, and special thanks to our collab host Steffu Dolls for coming up with the amazing theme. The links to all the channels are listed down on the description box. I really hope you enjoyed this express repaint video, and as always, don't forget to like this video and join the workshop by subscribing to my channel, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next time. Kiro out!